Now the people story, you know, but we don't know, does anything ever hurt you?
I have lower back issues sometimes,
Okay.
and I sometimes get stiff through here.
Yeah, that's really common. There's the force of the wind, and I'm gonna press on your sternum, and the force of the wave, I'm gonna press on your sacrum. So this is a little test to just check stability as you have it right now, because you take your habit with you wherever you go. And if you take lessons, what does somebody tell you? What do you hear over and over again?
Oh my goodness, good start.
Just like a few key points. What do you hear?
To sit deep.
Sit deep, okay,
And
good.
I usually need to put more weight in one hip than the other hip.
Does the horse slide you off on one side?
No, I slide myself.
Okay, all right.
You know, back.
Now sit up and put your legs back.
And look ahead.
Twist
I
around
have
the
a
corner.
problem looking.
Yeah, okay, all right.
Your chest out.
Yeah, I'm gonna run my hands on either side of her spine. That is a long muscle in your back. It's the same muscle that you're sitting on the horse. Now, do you ever get tight here?
Not usually. Even gardening.
And I'm just gonna be a little bit heavy, okay?
And I
Yeah.
hold up.
Okay, and what did that do to your back?
Oh, it tightened it.
That's right.
Tightened me in the cross, too, kind of.
Right, because you're used to it. That's hard work, and it compressed your back, okay? And it tightened your longissimus dorsi. So I'm gonna press on this sacrum. I can move that pelvis. That means that the seat bones, instead of being down, they're tilted a little bit. Common. Now I'm gonna press on your sternum. Don't let me send you backwards anymore. So this is force, like going from walk to canter. How hard are you working and what's tightening up?
Right, I'm trying to use my core.
Yeah.
But I'm starting to feel it in my back.
Uh-huh, okay. So, here's the rule. Out of your back and into your core. So something's gotta shift. How hard do you have to work?
More than I think I should.
Okay, what starts tightening?
Right here.
Okay. Now I'm gonna press here, so I'm gonna press you. No, just there. I'm just gonna press. And that's a lateral.
And there I
Yeah,
go.
okay. Okay. So, breathing. But it should feel like when you take a breath that it expands the ribs back here.
I do yoga, I'm trying to do my yoga breathe.
But right now it's not working.
No.
Okay? Why? Because this is the way you're used to sitting. All right? And I'll show you what it limits. I'm gonna take your leg and I'm just gonna move it back a little bit to the point where I feel, just let the leg hang in my hand. And right about there, it gets a little sticky. Can you feel it? But when you press, what happens? Where did your body go when you started pressing? Yeah, it went backwards. Okay? So the force of motion would send you backwards, okay? So that's the hard work cycle. Let's change something. Okay? Bring your knees up here. You're probably going to have to go like that. Well, you might want to come over because, is that more comfortable?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. All right. And I'm going to move you just a little bit. What's different?
It's softer.
That's the quality of your back that you want when your legs are done. We want it to feel better. Now think of getting longer from the top of your hip to your armpit. I didn't say pull the chest up. Let me move you. Okay. Now, what's different?
It just feels better. And maybe, even though you said don't pull the chest up and I didn't, something is releasing maybe in the hip,
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
feels better.
yeah. Okay, okay, so I'm gonna press on you. All right, now,
And just stay.
no. Now, think of when I press on you, like if I put my hand up against you, match what I do. If I add, you add. And if I soften, you soften, okay? So I'm gonna put my hand here. And when I add, you let go into my hand, match what I'm doing. Okay, but come from this angle, not here. So it's gonna feel like you're, yes.
Oh, like that.
It's tiny, okay? Now, do that again. Okay, now do it so nobody can see it, but feel like you did that same thing again. That's it. What happens is your body will buoy past 12 o'clock. It'll be a buoy. And do you see what your body just did? It took a breath. Think of heading that way. Okay, and put intention in your body of heading that way. And you'll almost feel like a dirigible starting to move. Okay? All right. Now, I'm pressing on the sacrum. Did I move you? Didn't budge you. Okay, now remember, you've got to think of meeting my pressure. You've got to meet the wind. You know when you open the door and it's windy? Do you do this or do you do that? Okay? You have to meet that wind. That's it. I'm going to press more. So this time I'm going to add a lot of press. That's awesome. Are you working?
Yeah.
You know that I'm pressing twice as hard?
But it doesn't seem like I'm working twice as hard.
That's right, because the weight is being distributed through your body. You've got to think forward, feel like you're letting go that way, feel like you're starting to go that way. Think forward and just do that little movement and press on those thighs. Press down on those thighs. And up motion, like what would you do when you pull off a boot? What would you do to pull off a boot? You'd do that, wouldn't you? It's a flexion. What muscles are you using? That's right. Now, feel like you're heading towards that wall. Does anything look different?
Yes. Yeah.
What's different?
She looks more over her hip.
What's different in that back?
Flatter.
It's flatter. Is that more comfortable?
That's stronger.
Did I move you?
No.
Try. You feel more even front to back? Look at the suspension in your body. Can you see that she's squishable now? Can you feel that?
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
All right, put your arm on. Am I pulling you off to one side, and are you having to hang on to everything so that I don't pull you off?
No.
Okay. I'm gonna press here. Remember that press? Are you working as hard as you work?
No.
Press on the front of the saddle. Is it straining your back the way it was before? Does it feel that when you press here and you think forward, that the press from here goes all the way down to here?
Yeah.
You mean you're coming through?
Yes.
Now, is that leg different?
Freer.
This is what an independent seat and leg is. You see, I can take this leg and move it now. I wouldn't dare do it beforehand, because I would have tipped her off or hurt her or given her Charlie books. Because right now, this leg is free. You cannot have a deep seat without a free leg. So the legs have to find a place to move alternately. Very subtly. But that movement maintains the buoy and it maintains the horse. And in one instant, the horse will feel it and be able to shift their weight more easily. Of course, these things take practice. But you feel the freedom. Your body took a breath. Why? Because it feels released. And that's where it starts.
So get on to the breath.
Well, and you might start by putting your knees up, because that gets that back feeling better. You have to scoot the seat bones. And then when you press on your thighs, so you add a little press, think forward, and just think of marching those bones inside your britches. Do that little, yeah. Now how hard is that?
It's easy.
Okay?
Thank you.
Good. Who wants to be my demo? Alright. So, you're gonna face forward, and I'm gonna put my leg right there. And I'm gonna use my cap on you to move your leg.
Oh, okay.
And you're gonna put your hand on my thigh. So I have to stand, okay. So,
Yeah,
now, my calf is pressing.
yeah,
Does anything move up here?
no,
Did it move your leg?
no.
You're kind of stubborn.
You want me to move my leg?
Well, I pressed on you. Okay.
I have a stubborn horse.
All right, now I'm gonna do something else. I'm gonna flex my leg.
Oh. Yep.
Okay?
Yeah,
Now, because the first one, when I pressed with my calf, it tightened my back and it didn't move you.
no, and I just wiggled against you.
That's right.
Yeah,
See, so equal and opposite.
yeah.
Like begets like.
Yeah.
The first one tightened you to the ground,
Yeah.
the second one loosened you up. Okay?
Yeah.